of spirit. You're about to experience an audience interactive clairvoyance session with one of North America's leading psychic mediums, Charlene Hicks. To prepare yourself, relax, take a few deep breaths, and clear your mind of its busy thoughts. Picture a beautiful, warm, sunny day as a wave washes up on a beach and the warmth of the sun caresses your face. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Messages from Spirit. Please welcome Charlene Hicks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Charlene Hicks, and the first thing I like to talk about is that there is a difference between being a psychic and being a medium. Maybe some of you don't know that. A psychic can tune into things about you, but they don't necessarily do spirit communication. And a medium is defined from the Spiritualist Manual as one whose organism is sensitive to the vibrations of the spirit world, and through whose instrumentality intelligences in that world is able to convey messages and produce the phenomena of spiritualism. So if you've ever seen John Edwards work on his TV talk show and some James Van Praagh and some of these other people, they do a lot of stand-up clairvoyance. But there's other phases of mediumship besides just mental mediumship. Most of you have seen demonstration of what's clairvoyance. And clairvoyance is a French term meaning clear seeing, that you're able to see into the past, the present, and the future, like describing your home, or that you're going to be getting a car or something like that. And there's also clairaudience, and that's being able to hear the spirit world audibly, getting messages from them. Then there's clairgustance, that you can smell or taste something that's not in the room. An example, a client came to me for a reading, and I had a billet, which y'all are going to be doing tonight for y'all. And when I was holding on to it, I was tuning into his father. And I said, well, I'm not getting a name for your dad, but I feel like your dad must have smoked a lot of cigarettes, like 5 packs a day, because all my mouth started tasting like cigarettes and smelling it. I don't smoke. And then I started having problems breathing. I started choking. I said, your dad must have died from emphysema. When I opened my eyes, he was crying. His dad smoked 5 packs of cigarettes a day, and he died from emphysema. That's clairgustance, to smell or taste something that's not in the room. And the other phase of mediumship is called psychometry. It's where you can take an object and you hold it. It could be your ring that I'm holding, and if it was your mother's, I may pick up things about your mother's vibration from it. Or the billets tonight, which will have your name and a question on it, has your energy on it. So when you get your billet tonight, I want you to hold on to it, rub it really hard, and put your energy into it. And don't let anybody else touch it after you've written your questions. When it's time to put it up here, I think maybe they've already done some of them or something like that. But anyway, psychometry is called soul measuring, to tune into something. When I worked for the police departments, they would bring me articles of clothing of the deceased person or the missing person to hold so I could tune into them. Because everything you touch has a vibration to it. Sometimes you may want to get certain people's clothes because it has a vibration to it. Sometimes you may not want to wear someone's jewelry because maybe you didn't like that, but it has a vibration to it. And that's called psychometry. Those are basically the mental phases of mediumship, which most people are kind of aware of. Everybody is unique and different. But the neat thing is, when spirit communicates to us, you have 1 to 3 seconds to get it and give it. That's it. It's not a whole lot of time. 1, 2, 3, boom, it comes. And when spirit comes around us, you'll see when I start doing it, I start talking really fast, even faster. Their vibratory rate is much higher than ours. And I used to wonder why my teachers were always reaching up like this, and they just like a whirling dervish. Well, their spirit's vibration, everybody raise your hand. And the energy up here is lighter. When you put it down here, it's not because the blood's going down your arm, it's heavier down here. Spirit, ether, back towards the earth, lighter. All right, same thing when we're breathing in. When you're breathing in, you're invoking spirit to come down. You're centering yourself in meditation as centering this energy down, invoking spirit in. Okay, now it's time for flame messages. So, we're going to shift gears again, and I'm going to make y'all work so you don't get so bored sitting there. I want y'all to stand up. If you really want a message, you got to stand up. And since most people know this song, you know, John Edwards, you never see anybody sing on his show because it's like, oh, it's taped. But when working with spirit, where I train, the best way to get your energy up is we got to make you sing. So since not everybody knows all the songs, my song I'm going to make you sing is if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands and stomp your feet. I think it's a universal song, and you're thinking, oh, I can't believe this lady's going to make us sing this song. It's like singing for your supper. But it opens you up and helps me tune into you. So let's hear it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Okay, you can sit down. I don't want to torture anymore. All right, now I'm working with spirit. Little Flowers over here is my joy guide. Night Dance is over here, and I'll start talking really fast. Now, a flame message is an index card that I hold over this open flame, and I'm going to start calling out a name. If it vaguely sounds familiar, take it. Raise your hand and say, yes, that's my Frank, or yes, that's my Charlotte. If I call it a name, I'll be looking around to see y'all out there, but say, yes, that's for me, okay? Got it? I work on voice vibration. I have to hear the sound of your voice. If I don't hear it, I'll have to go to someone else. It's a give and take situation. And so if you say the word no a whole bunch, the energy dies and drops. So try not to say the word no if you really want a message. Got it? All right. Okay, Little Flower, where are you? Sometimes these catch on fire, but we hope not tonight. Start running for the nearest exit, so I'll be on the news tomorrow. Medium catches building on fire. Okay. Looks like black smoke, doesn't it? Okay. Who here has in spirit now, meaning deceased, who here has a William in spirit? All right. Who has a William and a Margaret in spirit? Okay, good. See, this is how we... Please stand up. And your name is?
Marion.
Marion Hay. All right, who is Bill to you?
He's my father-in-law.
All right, well, he's here, and so is Margaret, and there's a whole bunch. And was there also someone in your family named Rose, or had a nickname that sounds like a flower? All right, Rose is your joy guide. Remember that. There's a lot of people in the spirit world bringing roses to you. And I don't know if someone just recently passed in the spirit, but they're talking about someone that's been sick around you. And on yours, you have this really pretty heart. And it's also looks like an angel's wing. And so I feel like you've been doing a lot of stuff lately, and you've kind of been like, you know, resting on one wing. They're kind of tired now. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And so somebody's giving you a leg up. Spirit's giving you a leg up. I want you to get some pink stuff or the color of rose, because that will bring your guide closer to her, and her name is Little Rose. But William and Margaret send you an awful lot of love and kisses. And do you have a son at home?
Yes.
Okay, they're saying to say hello to him too. All right? I don't know if his birthday's coming up or something like that.
Thursday.
All right, well, hey, we should sing her happy birthday. So I get chills. But they're sending you an awful lot of love and a lot of joy. So know that things are getting better. Things are getting better. Expect good.
Charlene Hicks, everybody. Thank you, Charlene.